All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the return of Sketchy Saturday. New, not necessarily improved, but we got some different people than usual. I'm C. Michael Lanning, independent artist. Done work for various different people and probably will do work for various different more. Uh, Also a host on Art Style Kamikaze right here on IndieComicsNetwork.com. And we're going to go around the room. Everybody's going to be able to tell you who they are and what they're working on today. Allison.
Hey everybody, I am Allison, the Alley Cat McClone. I am part of the Indie Comics Network. I have a show when I can get it streaming on Fridays called Arting with the Alley Cat. I've done some work for a few different companies that never wanted to hire me back for some reason, because I'm too anime. Today I'm actually going to be working on a page for an upcoming, for an Ashcan concept that I was working on. I'm going to be doing some rendering, and I'll be doing everything out traditionally today as opposed to digital.
Right.
I guess that covers me.
Russ.
Hi there. My name's Rusty. I'm a comic book artist from the UK, and today I'm working on correcting this drawing. One of the illustrations I'm putting in the back of our latest book, The Shadow Kingdom by Arrow Comics, which is currently up for campaign on fundmycomic.com. I've been around their houses, done a few bits and pieces. You may have seen my work in such places as Only Death Can Save Us. I've done a bit of Batman, bit of Doctor Who, bit of Marvel, bit of this, bit of that. But most importantly, I'm here now.
There you go. Dip it in and out.
It's always good to have Russ.
All right. Oh, and of course, I guess I should say, I'm also working traditionally. I figured it's going to be Sketchy Saturday. I try to be a little bit sketchy in a good way. And Nina got a hamster yesterday for the new, unfortunately, we lost Umbra, so she ended up getting a new hamster we had to fill the HR department. And so decided to call this hamster. There's a meme going around, and I don't know if you've seen this meme or not, where it's like J.R.R. Tolkien comes back from the dead. He says it's pronounced Jandalf. So that's what she has decided to name the hamster, and she's talked me into drawing Jandalf this morning. So that's what I'll be working on.
Excellent. Is that for all those people that insist that a GIF is a GIF?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah.
It's like, no, I've been around long enough. I was there when the internet got started. It's a GIF. Get yourself sorted out. All right.
No, the creator of it said it's supposed to be like Jiffy.
I don't care what he says.
Not anymore. This is when public opinion.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't care.
Just because he invented it doesn't mean he knows how to pronounce it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Just because he's clever with numbers and bits and bytes doesn't mean he can tell me what to say.
That's right.
That's right. You tell him, Russ. I don't think he cares either. So I call it both just to annoy people.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, be contrary. That's the way forward. I like that.
Yep. Oh, and for my good friend Glenn, my Ames lettering guide.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
My Hubert School edition of the Ames lettering guide. I'll admit it's probably the only reason I have it is because I took some classes at the Hubert School.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times, every time I'm working digitally, Glenn's got to remind me to throw the computer out.
Oh, I just got to remember that I don't have an undo button.
Yeah, that happens to me every time I'm working traditionally. I want to do something. I go up to the top of the page, and I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me more than once.
It messes with your head.
Yep. Where's my kneaded eraser? Or my gum eraser? Where's my gum eraser? Oh, darn it. Either someone has stolen my gum eraser or it's left at my house.
Oh, all right. And also joining us, new Mark. Introduce yourself, sir. Oh, check
Or
the
don't.
audio, Mark.
Actually, he's not in the group yet. He's backstage still. His screen's being shared, but maybe I don't know.
Technical problems.
Yeah. Can you say something, Mark?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yay!
Yeah, we hear you now. Okay, so yeah, you got your camera in a weird spot. So
Yeah, it's very strong. I'm in the zone.
does
So
that
go
kind
ahead and
of
introduce yourself. Tell us what you're working on.
Oh man, I'm working on the commission for a guy. I told you I do role playing. I do a lot of role playing game work, right? So I get a lot of commission from fans and whatnot to do stuff. So this guy is asking me to do his Armageddon Unlimited character from Palladium Books. So
oh wow, that's going back.
yeah, I've done a ton of work for them guys. I've been working for them guys like 30 years off and on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
You know, I'm old
So
dog.
how is Kevin Sabida these days?
Well, Cav. Cav is Cav.
Fair. That's probably the best way of describing it.
Yeah, Cav's Cav.
Oh.
But you also do
Oh yeah, I do comic stuff too. Yeah, yeah, I do comic stuff. I do. I'm the managing editor of Palladium. I mean, not Palladium. I'm of Imagine's Workshop. Look, I've been working for them guys so long at Palladium that I get my company mixed up with theirs.
Yeah.
So you know how that goes. A pack of crazy.
Oh man, I tell you, you guys. Well, except for Russ, you it's like what 10 o'clock in the morning there. I'm still working at 9. Actually, I'm kind of working at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, it's just gone 2 o'clock over here. I've just had a little nap, and I'm back on. I have some sugar, and I'm back on it.
Oh, you got to have the sugar, man.
Yeah,
You got to.
yeah.
I basically just woke up.
I saw something the other day. What's fun now as an adult that wasn't fun as a kid? Somebody said a nap.
Oh yeah, naps are great. Well, anybody who says naps aren't great, I'm fighting.
I don't trust them.
I like naps.
I'm sorry, we got to fight.
Napping is my life.
Naps are awesome.
Naps keep you going.
You got that right,
Yeah, it's better.
and then some.
So you said ash can. Allison, I haven't heard that term in a while.
Hey, look,
I always use it for when I'm trying a couple of things in my head out.
it was a beautiful term back in the day, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It's crazy to think how far it's come since having to pass out ash cans and stuff at store shows. I never did it, but I do know few people would talk about it.
It was always cool to do, though. You know, I'd always found it pretty cool. You know, in terms of just getting kind of getting in with the fan base. You know, and because there's a con. I don't know. Alison, you ever been to that? It's a con that does for nothing but ash cans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a con for that.
Yeah,
I've been there, but
the one out in California.
yeah, I think it's one in here in Flint, Michigan, too, if I recall. I'm not sure.
Oh yes, I have been to the one in Flint. That's right.
Yeah,
I've been to a lot of cons.
right. I was telling my wife a couple of days ago, she was like, "Oh boy, are you ready for the con scene?" I'm like, "No, I've been doing that con scene for so long." It's like, you know, I mean, it's I don't get me wrong, it's cool, but you just at the point you do stuff so long, you just be like, okay, here's con season again. It's coming.
Yeah, it's
You know,
just one of those things. Huh?
right. You'd be like, okay. My wife's like, "You're not excited?" I'm like, I started being excited back in. I started being excited back in what 2000? No, back in 2005.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Just trying to keep the curmudgeon off, though. That's the thing. That's that you just. It's just weird. The whole comic game is just weird, and in terms of people just I don't know. It's just it just doesn't seem in some areas it doesn't seem the same. I mean, I love the work. I'm always love the work. Don't get me wrong, but that's the thing. But like the people, it's so and it's so political, and I don't mean from a politics standpoint, like a Democrat Republican standpoint. I mean,
Right.
everybody's out here, as the kids say, trying to get the bag. And you just be like, man, okay, getting the bag is cool, but
I think you find that in everything that has a gathering or a community or an industry is just that there's politics, it's office politics as it is.
Yeah, I think you absolutely correct on that.
No, that's very true.
It's funny because, like I said, I teach a lot of kids and stuff. But like I'm really a kid, I teach I got a lot of studio mates that are younger than me, and I try to teach them stuff. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to be part of that generation for all the tea in China, all the pressure up under.
Yeah,
we're under so much pressure, it's not even funny. I want no parts of that, none whatsoever.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't miss being a teenager.
Oh, heck no, you can keep that.
I'm just going to say that I'm very happy that social media did not exist when I was a teenager.
Oh yeah,
that's a truth.
I'm with you there all day. Okay.
What was it? Speaking of RPGs, this is something I'm doing, an RPG character that I did.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. I like this. I like the energy. The energy. I love the energy in that joint. It's right, and I love that the pencils are super clean.
That's the thing, right? Trying to keep that energy and
right.
Because the more you clean something up, and we talked about that before on different shows. When you talk, you get that energy, gets kind of lost when you're trying to clean it up, make a cleaner image.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
that's why. Sorry, go on, Mark.
No, you were saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I suppose that's one of the reasons why I switched to traditional inks. Was to keep the energy high in the final output.
Right.
So rather than go cleaner and cleaner, so for instance, sketch out in the real world, scan it in, and then do a digital ink. I've gone the other way round. I use the Clip Studio or Photoshop or whether much like I would use a Lightbox photocopies, bits and pieces that you do when you do sketches, but I just use layers instead, and then pump it all out to Blue Line, and then just do all my inks in the real world, and it makes it more vibrant anyway.
That's kind of what I've been doing. I roughed this all out digitally, then I printed it, and now I'm doing all my rendering traditionally because I have more fun doing it. And this is something about using the pencil tips. I have better control with the pencils than the stylus.
And the paper, what's the paper, right? Like you would that actual paper texture, it does some art.
Yeah.
Well, this paper is this is cheap paper actually. This is very cheap paper. This is basically designed for a this is cardstock for a printer.
Oh, that's cool. Nice stuff, Mark.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
It is nice. That's cool.
You guys, look, I've had $1 for all the cardstock for printers I've used. I've been mean that.
Yeah, it's cheaper than Bristol board.
It's
And works
great.
the same.
And it's funny, it gives you some textures too that Bristol just don't give you. I'll be honest with you on that one.
Yeah,
That's true. Like
I use the thinnest Bristol. I use the 180 so that I can use it in the printer.
Right.
yeah,
right.
that's typically what I used when I used Bristol. Like this, the D&D character I drew. This is done on a Bristol board. I printed my rough out on a Bristol board and then did the whole thing.
Cool.
And then I put my Alley Cat Comics border stuff in there for fun. So,
Yeah.
See, that's another thing too. It's like people, everybody's like, oh, I want to do comics, I want to do this and that and this. I'm like, but dude, are you having fun? Not having any fun. What's the use? You know what I mean? I'm like, this competition is only going to get it for so long. For at least for me, I don't. I'm not big on. I mean, look, friendly competition, yeah. But you see some of these guys out here, boy. It's just like, their whole life is, I got to be better than this guy. It's like, you can keep that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be
I just
comparing.
don't
Just
care.
compare to yourself. It's like,
Right.
are you better today than you were yesterday?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely on that one. Let's see this guy.
Facebook user, get a chance, get over here on indiecomicsnetwork.com. We can see who you are, and probably a lot easier to comment on YouTube. But a Facebook user says, it definitely took me a while to find a pen in CSP that I liked. I mostly just work digitally now, and I draw traditionally for my personal fun projects. Sometimes I'll do my cover sketches on paper. What matters is making sure you enjoy it all.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
The other reason I like working traditionally, though, in a lot of sense of this, is I can sell the art. So
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I just sold all my Batman pages actually
oh, nice.
to
wow, cool.
Remitterman Art. Is it Remitterman Art? Yeah. So just dealing with DHL at the moment.
Good old DHL.
Yeah.
I have a piece coming in from Daniel Warren Johnson that I won on his stream last week.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking
Sweet.
forward to getting. And my friend Dave still hasn't sent me my birthday present yet. My birthday.
Get on with it, Dave.
Not harassing you, Dave.
But
But I'm harassing you, Dave. So.
What's he supposed to give you?
Oh, he drew it on my live stream that I did. He drew. He did a cover for me for my my comic Stray Cat.
Oh, okay.
And he was sending me the original art. And was it Vic wanted to have a go at coloring it, so I was going to give him the honors.
Oh, all right. Vic Medina.
Yep.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Somebody just showed up.
Oh, they're coming to get us.
Let's see. Give her a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy.
Christy Shin.
Oh, Christy Shin. What's up, Christy Shin?
What's up, man? I'm tired.
I know. Well, most of these guys are either on the East Coast. You're all
naps.
I'm on the West
or
Coast.
further.
Christy, I missed you at Motor City Con. What was it? Had to be like, we weren't you at? I think you were there in May. Weren't you there at Motor City Con in May? I was running past to do something, and I saw you like, oh, there's Christian. I never got back to you.
Damn it. Let me see in May. Where was I? I was at Comic-Con Revolution and Powerhouse Con.
Yeah, I thought I saw you at Motor City Con. I don't know.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
What do I know?
I seem to be everywhere. I have that face.
Well, you know.
So I'm going to eat some breakfast. So what I decided to make, because I saw this and it was amazing. It's called raw egg yolk ramen. And you get ramen, but you put 2 raw egg yolks on the ramen noodle. You don't make a broth. It's actually really good.
What?
Yeah, it's not gross at all. It's tasty.
Yeah, it's a rotten.
That sounds.
It's
That sounds like it would
rotten
make
act.
me. Sounds like it'd make me very ill. So I have
It's
a
a ramen
sulfur intolerance.
No, I got you. These are fertilized eggs, so they're pretty good.
Woohoo.
Now I horrify people more.
It takes a lot to horrify me.
Mhm.
Yeah, ramen hacks are good.
So I'm gonna eat it, and I'll get commencing to coloring Demon Bitch.
Hey.
How's everyone today?
Doing good, Chris. Doing good.
Doing, definitely doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Christy, when are we doing our show, Voodoo Bitches?
All
What is
the
it?
show Voodoo Bitches. Huh?
I don't know. We should do Voodoo Bitches again. I was
Yes,
also
we
thinking of making another show called Asshole History, where everybody just starts shitting on each other.
Oh, that's called YouTube.
That's cool.
But yeah,
That's going viral right off the bat.
that's called YouTube,
Yeah, right.
Facebook, and what else?
Well, it's like funny because it's like it kind of started off as a conversation between a friend of mine who's British. And then I mentioned I was getting Indian food. He says, "Oh, I don't like Indian food." And then I started making fun of him. And I said, "What is about you fuckers? Like, you go and conquer a country. You can't even eat the food there. You fucking die. You drink the water there, you die. You go out in the sun, you die. Like, why the fuck did you do that? You're not even Catholic to replenish the population." He started laughing his ass off. So it started from that.
And this is why I love Christy shit.
How you doing over there, Russ?
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. No,
Russ
she's
is
right.
like,
Yeah. We're a right pain in the ass. We should never have relinquished the empire. It's all our own fault.
There, I made fun of a British person before I fucking like knew anybody who was British on here. Go me.
It's just,
That the one thing we have got is a sense of humor.
That's right. I've seen Money.
Well, you had to.
and all the best villains have British accents.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of went on this whole thing and I said, like, hey, even like the thing is, you guys aren't even Catholic. Like, even if at least the Spanish knew how to fuck a bunch of shit, so they kind of replenished their population soldierhood. Boy, I was a dick.
Facebook user came back on YouTube. Art Crumb said, "Hey there, I was on Facebook. Glad I found you guys here on YouTube."
Hey, Art Crumbs. I know. They're cool.
Yeah, it's really easy to find us. All you have to do is you don't even have to go to YouTube. You just type in indiecomicsnetwork.com. So
Yeah.
It'd be funny if I could change my YouTube profile. Like, I hate everyone, but probably not.
And their dog. Don't forget the dog part.
don't bring the dog into this now.
Look, I don't hate dogs. What are you talking about?
What did the dog ever do to you?
Well, you know.
I don't know. Cats do plenty of shit, and yet somehow they get away with stuff.
And that they do.
They get away with it because they're cute.
They get away with
Yeah,
it.
they know. And then they also, I think they also, the toxoplasmosis they have in their system, it actually like makes your immune system. It basically cloaks them against your immune system, so it doesn't kill it entirely.
Put our crumbs up there.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, I have to admire them for their diabolical shit.
Oh yeah, diabolical shit's always good.
Art Crumb said, "Oh, I always need more stuff to watch on YouTube." I'm going to the website in a bit, but here's the great part about it is you're at the website. If you're on our YouTube channel, you're at the website, so you're good. You're good. So,
Checking it out.
Mike's in the chat. Hey, Mike. Mike says, "Hello, everyone."
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Silvestri said,
Hey,
"Good morning,
John.
ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see y'all back on Saturday."
But by the way, good morning, y'all. If I haven't, that was rude of me. I apologize.
No, it's cool. It's all very cool.
Oh, I'm not even sure if I said.
Pleasant like rain sound. Is that coming from UC?
Is there a rain sound?
Yeah.
Is that me? I hope it ain't me.
Oh wait, no, that's the calming shit I put on, so I don't get that angry. Never mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to turn off mine in the morning. If I do this in the morning, because that's what I do. I listen to like rain sounds from my Alexa at night. I've gotten
Right.
so used to it now that I just can't sleep without it.
You're
And,
better than me.
While Alexa is monitoring your dreams,
Exactly.
Oh yeah, exactly.
sending them into Google.
Who knows? It
Analytics.
might be putting in some subliminal messaging in there. Like I do have
Yeah.
weird dreams sometimes.
My wife thinks something wrong with me because I listen to Vampire the Masquerade stories all night.
Oh wow!
Sleeping, I put my head. She's like, "What are you listening to?" I'm like, "The same thing I'm always listening to."
Vampire Masquerade. Oh my gosh, that brings back
Funky
memories.
dreams.
That's how I met my wife, was through Vampire
Look,
Masquerade.
that's the best way, man.
Surprise me.
Did she bite your ass?
We don't talk
Right.
about that.
Only when she's drunk.
The
So,
children could be watching.
So there's a couple of stories that I have about that. It's funny, not about vampire, but about C. Michael and like initially how all that started. So
Wait, what?
Oh, the story? Share
Well, I didn't know
Stories
that
about
back
ass
then.
biting.
but
Please
it was like
share.
kind of, well, it's kind of piecemeal on each show. So what ended up happening is that the first time, like I kind of started knowing Nita and she had partnered up with Daphne. I knew her like a little bit further back. So I
Right.
asked, is JD and Daphne, are they married or something? And to which Nita just responded, yeah, they're banging each other like that, right?
Oh yeah,
I
well,
remember that.
Okay, so this is what happened. So later on, I forget which show, but somebody asked, hey, is C. Michael and Nita, are they married or something? I said, no, they're brother and sister.
And they're banging each other. No.
It does not branch. It is like
Well, I mean-
Egyptians, a proud culture. I do not say proud
They do
culture.
live in the South, so I mean, it's possible.
No, I would
mean, at
be
least
offended, except it's true.
horrible,
Oh,
absolutely
just talked
horrible.
about that yesterday. Of course, here in Louisiana, we have parishes instead of counties, obviously. And my wife said something to one of our kids yesterday. Oh yeah, we have a parish just like the royal family. They're all married to each other and cousins, and everything else. So.
Actually, in Iceland, since the population is so small, they actually have an app. So if you're chatting up somebody in a bar, so just so that you're not committing incest, you actually tap your phones together to see if you're actually related.
Nah!
Like that's so fucked up.
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah,
that would
that's-
kill here.
Yeah, unless they're really attractive and then you just don't look.
The bad thing here is they probably decide, okay, they just go their separate ways. Here they consider that a relationship that's already started.
They say, well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
They say, oh, we have something in common.
What was that
Relatives.
famous line?
We got something in common.
If your family tree converges instead of diverges, you just might be a redneck.
Well, I mean, we were talking about Tutankhamun. So, like, when we were little, like, we thought, oh, he's a boy king. You know, he died really young and shit. And then later on, when you grow up and you find out about Egyptian history, they married their brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers and shit.
Oh yeah.
And, like, literally, it's kind of like, it would be like, he was literally like Ripley, you know, when they cloned her in Resurrection, you know, and they came out with a really fucked up one where she's on the table attached and she's like, kill me. It's like, that's Tutankhamun right there.
Golly, it's been a while since I've seen that, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it was an apology to everybody that followed Alien because they were pissed off about Alien 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alien
Yeah.
3 was bullshit. It was like, oh, so all this shit that you drew in Dark Horse about that shit and everything. Like, that's how I feel about Alien versus Predator. They could have just followed all the Dark Horse storylines, but they decided not to. Pieces
If
of
they
shit.
followed the Dark Horse storyline, the movie actually would have been good.
Yeah, it would have been great. But no, they just said, let's make this stupid fucking, like, styrofoam fucking bullshit, pseudo, like, Incan crap, whatever it was. And then they didn't make it look good. It looked like shit. And then they were like, yeah, and they were like going, oh, yeah, let's make this really stupid storyline. It's like, okay.
Don't you guys know Hollywood knows better?
No, they don't.
Yeah, right. Again, I'm being absolutely facetious on that.
So, I mean,
okay, I'm not familiar. I haven't read Alien versus Predator. I saw the first movie. That's about it.
No, read the comics. They're very fucking good.
Yeah, read the comic. The original comic is fantastic.
There's like quite a
The art's beautiful in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
involves Newt grown up too.
The early Alien stuff did it. Alien versus Predator introduced a new character, which The survivor character in the movie is loosely inspired by.
Yeah, because there was Newt. She grew up, and then there was a synth soldier that she fell in love with. So
Yep. Yeah, and there was a whole story like why Ripley wasn't in her life and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
yeah,
And the early
They
stuff
had-
was all in black and white.
yeah. The ones that I read were the graphic novel compilations, not the floppies. So there you go. So that's probably why they were all in color and shit.
Oh yeah, they did call them eventually, but yeah, they're originally black and white.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've read as far as a comic book and Predator is concerned was probably, yeah, and this was years ago, was Predator versus Batman.
Oh yeah, I think I kind of.
Well, those
read
are
that.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's what I remember of it. I can't. Who was the
Andy Kubert.
Andy Cube? Yeah, I think he won an award for that actually.
And Wrightson did the Superman Alien one, I believe.
Yeah.
I know somebody
That
made
had
like a little
killing
fan film
xenomorph.
like
Well, it's
that.
kind of neat how they made the xenomorphs like you didn't know this in the Alien movie and the Predator movies until it was the second Predator movie. But I think that's when the comics started bringing up that the aliens were bred to be the perfect prey for the Predator. Like they were there for coming of age ceremonies where and I don't know which Native American tribes did this, but where you fucking fight a bear with a knife, and that proves that you're a man. So it's kind of one of those things in Predator, except you kill a bunch of fucking aliens with acid blood and shit. And well, there you go.
Yeah, if you could kill them, you can.
You can kill fucking anything, man.
Yeah, right.
They're kind of like savannah cats. Like they'll kill fucking anything.
Right.
Wow, I'm so overtired. I'm so chatty today.
Oh, that's good.
That's a really good piece, man.
Yeah, that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's traditional. I'm jealous.
Well, the thing about doing digital is every time when I went from doing traditional to digital, it was such a I don't know, like a shock because it's almost like you had to learn how to do everything all over again.
Right.
You'd have the
Yeah,
techniques.
there is that feeling with it that it takes a bit to kind of get used to.
Yeah.
Well, and also the brushes and stuff and the pens, it's like something you could completely and totally adjust. It was totally non-intuitive compared to how you would do it in traditional. You just get a heavier pen or heavier pencil and press harder or lighter, whatever,
Yep.
or go over 10 million times. And it's not that you can't, but it's just weird that way.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
I mean, I'll still go back to analog. I like calling it analog, but let me see.
Hey, whatever works.
That's a good thing to call it, though. Analog's
Yeah,
good. I'm all for that.
Yeah, I just call it analog and digital, just to be funny. People are like, "What?" I said, "No, it's traditional." That's what I was talking about.
It's
Damn it.
Oh, you keep a sketchbook though. I draw traditional every day. Hey, that works. I don't know. I just can never get in the groove of doing that, doing a sketchbook and drawing every day. I don't do that anymore. It's weird.
It's funny.
Hmm?
People be trying to tell you that you got to do that and whatnot. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of drawing advice that we kind of took hold to, And then when
Yeah.
you go look back at it, now that you're at a position you're in right now, you're like, really? Should I?
I mean, the thing is I love drawing. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
not saying that anybody who carries around a sketchbook, that's bad. It's just I think it's pretty good, and it's weird because it's like I can't draw. Like I do a sketchbook. I do carry one if I have an idea, but very rarely does it come. I'm like at my computer, but then I think I get into work mode when I'm at my computer. And like anywhere else, I need to disconnect from that. It's like keep a sketchbook though that I draw traditional every day. Yeah, like jet lag all over again. I've been mostly digital since 2012 when it was Manga Studio. Yeah.
Yeah, me and you both, Christy.
Yeah, right.
Me and you
It's
both
just-
for the Manga Studio thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like it better than fucking Photoshop because sometimes Photoshop, like the thing that pissed me off because I have a PC, I would put the pen down and it would just be like hang, 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 and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
bunch of crazy.
Yeah, like at
the
the
new
time.
version of Clip Studio just came out. I was thinking about getting it.
Only thing
Yeah.
I use,
That's
only
three
thing I
come
use
out?
Photoshop for is coloring. I mean, it's just laying down my flats. That's it.
Mhm.
I got rid of Photoshop and all the Adobe products for the most part because I can't afford them. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I mean, I could go about getting them in other ways, but I just don't want to bother.
It honestly, you sign up for the newsletter, and then when it comes 50% off, you can buy them.
Yep, that's
It
exactly
will
what I
have
did. I got a 2000, what is it, early 2000 copy of like 2007 copy, something like that, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got I have Photoshop 6 still.
Yeah, I've got
That's probably the one.
CS6.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
probably the one before Skynet implanted itself.
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you didn't pay this month? Fuck you. You don't get to use the program at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
Don't I own
Yeah,
it?
that's shit there.
Yeah,
it's good
I
for doing pre-press stuff. It's great for
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But it's
like
not,
at least you get the suite for very cheap per month. So if you do desktop or video editing and Illustrator, I mean it works. Sorry to interrupt you guys. I'm like, It's actually apparently it's on sale right now. You guys probably hit it. Is it on the 50% off sale?
Yeah, it's actually
Ooh.
60% off right now for the new version.
Oh,
That's
fuck, guys.
60% off till next Thursday, I think.
Was that Photoshop or
So
Clip Studio?
that's what I'm going to be grabbing. No, Clip Studio.
Clip Studio, yeah.
Clip Studio Paint.
I mean, it's already pretty cheap. Like the version you could get a version that's $50 on default, and there's another one that's $100, but you might as well get it. It's like way cheaper than Photoshop.
Yeah, no, that's the main program I use now, and I like some of the new features they're putting into this. They can actually do more with lettering.
Right.
Oh, really? I just got to. I know it's supposed to upgrade to 3. Whenever 3.
Yeah,
comes out.
the 3 came out Wednesday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday.
Really? Oh, I gotta pull that down then. Yeah.
I got to see if I have to upload it or if it just did it automatically. But I was worried about going to 2 because I heard on 2 though, if you don't have, like, if you lose internet access or your internet goes out, you can't use it.
Is this Photoshop?
No, Clip Studio. I'm not sure actually. I haven't run into that problem.
I think if it like there might be an issue with materials if they haven't downloaded yet or whatever. Sorry.
Actually, I could see it if you have their update pass and if you lose your internet, it might not be able to verify the update pass, so it might just work as a base version.
Yeah, probably could do that.
You know what you don't lose when the internet goes down, or when the massive asteroids gets us. You don't lose a pencil and a piece of paper. You don't lose
Oh my gosh, that sounds like such a Glenn thing to say. I'm sorry.
It sounds like an old man thing to say.
Well, you know, it would be kind of like old ass like gamer type shit, but dated totally. It's like when you used to play Warcraft and then you'd see people fucking cybering and shit, and they're like, "Oh, fucking lag." God damn, fucking Warcraft's almost like 20 years old, man. Shit.
Jeez. The thing about going back and looking back at things over time, it's like sometimes it feels like it's been a long time. Sometimes it feels like it hasn't been that long.
Right, exactly.
It's weird.
I wish Blizzard could go back to playing good and fun games instead of jerking off Diablo for a millionth time. I've heard Diablo 4 is like really good, but it's like, Come on, guys. Like, make other fun games. Like, you had other fucking fun games like Vikings and shit. That was fun. I'm being grumpy now. I
Wait,
grew up
Christy,
with...
does the day end in Y?
What?
Does the day end in Y?
Um, I think it's like I'm just demon bitch and everything irritates me. That's why I draw a demon bitch.
It's therapy.
Yeah, well.
Some of the comments that I said is like, I don't understand this. It's like, it's okay. I don't understand it either. I said, no, you misunderstand me. What's this spider booger thing like fucking this bird and this horse and everything? I'm like, yep, that's meant to be awful. Don't worry.
Sounds like you understand it perfectly.
Yeah.
What part were you failing to follow?
Yeah, right. Oh man. So Mark, where are you at? I forgot where you're at.
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Damn it. Well, I'm expanding my empire, so hopefully I will be around in your area or close to around that time.
I'll be waiting. It's like, look, I don't get out of Michigan much, except here in Arizona. That's it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll expand to Arizona. There's Tucson. There's Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yeah, buddy.
So I don't know. I haven't ventured out into Phoenix. I probably should.
Phoenix is an interesting place, and then some.
Yeah, I've heard the level of interesting it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sounds interesting, but maybe not in the way I want to visit.
Well, you know.
It's interesting in the way Stockton is interesting. Meaning that a lot of very gnarly things are there. Are good. Shipper here.
Think about how I want to do the hand.
Arcrum says, yeah, I haven't upgraded my 2.0 to 3.0 yet. You can use it for up to 60 days, I think, without internet.
Okay.
I mean, from a oh god, I'm going to go to hell, but I'm Korean, so maybe I can get away with it. Coming from a fucking country that has tsunamis and earthquakes that could potentially wipe out towns, they probably are very understanding about that. Okay, I said it. There we go.
Oh, it sounds legit.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
Something about the way I'm rendering this just doesn't look right. I'll get back to it.
Look, sometimes you do like a commission or something. Somebody asks you for something specific, and then you do it right. You're thinking to yourself, "What was on this dude's mind?"
I mean, it depends. It can be a fun challenge. One guy asked me at Fan Expo San Francisco to draw Ewoks eating people. So I had him like all fucking start eating Chewie and ripping his arm off.
I was
Wow.
like,
That's different.
Yeah, he really liked it. He thought it was great.
Was it? Was it Chewy? Yeah.
I mean, come on, Chewie will go out down with a freaking fight, man. That's all I gotta say about it.
It really was Chewy.
Well, yeah. Was it Chewy? No, but I got a lot of hair in between my teeth.
Well, I was.
I'm
I
sorry,
wasn't going to
like
say it, but hey.
Our club asks, how long do you all hang out like this on Saturday? Usually go about an hour and a half.
That kind of makes sense.
This is my first time in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. She said, "You want to get on?" I said, "I'm on fucking like California time." And then I woke up early, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch!"
My wife's like, they don't know. They should never let you in there.
Oh.
I'm like, what? What did I do?
Mike says, I upgraded to 3.0 and start UI is different. And the start UI is different.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to get it, Mike. Thanks.
So I'm wondering if I should go I think it automatically updates if I already have it, right? I'm trying to remember.
Well, you have to get the new version of it. Basically, every year they have a new version. So
Yeah, the Clint Studio
Okay,
Paint
I'm
UI
gonna take
looks
a
the same.
fucking look. Hold on. I want to see this.
Arkram says, "Yeah, I heard that you can pin the actual software to the taskbar, not the start program." Oh shit!
Oh yeah, there's like the UI shit. Yeah.
Because that is annoying. You have to wait for that to open up, and then, you know.
not on a Mac.
I use both, and some things I love the Mac, some things I don't.
Most of my stuff is Apple. I mean, I'm on a PC right now. My laptop's a PC. But
Some things I love about it, some things I absolutely do not.
It took the longest time for PCs to catch up.
Yeah.
I started in Macintosh Studio Management in 1992, and PCs just couldn't do fonts in the same way. It just the representation was just really poor. But it caught up by the time 2010 rolled round. They'd completely caught up, to be honest with you.
I do most of my. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, it was programming that was the pain. So programming on a Mac was awful. Programming on a PC was great.
Yeah.
And so, but for graphics, it was a Mac, and for you didn't do that kind of stuff on a PC. But it's it's evened out.
Yeah. The
version 1.18, 64-bit.
Like I typically with my PC, I do most of my 3D stuff on it.
Yeah.
I don't really use my Mac for 3D things.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
I found it's a bit easier to use on a PC, a bit better.
What's really good is that if some artists are kind of starting out but they want to get into computers and all that, I just say, go with a gaming rig. It has like multi-monitor display.
Yep.
And you don't need to fuck around with it too much. It's like I'm in California, so it's like the Silicon Valley and stuff like that. Although I'm not in Silicon Valley anymore, but they had this one where this one company, they basically shipped out gaming rigs, and they had mad sales on that shit.
Huh. Yeah, we have a place here in Boston that's good for getting stuff like that called Micro Center.
Yep, we got that here in Detroit too.
I figured they were nationwide, but yeah.
I live for Micro Center.
Yeah, we used to have something called Fry's, and then that got fucked up.
I remember them.
Yeah, they have Fry's
in Arizona
too. Yeah.
I was out there.
I was sad when they went because they always had the coolest stores. Like one was this theme, one was another theme, but
My mom has an in-home healthcare business, and she used to work for them.
Oh wow!
For the Fry's, yeah, they were interesting people. Very.
Yeah, they even had the old school logo, which is like that silly little chip thing, and you knew the person who drew it wasn't an artist, but it was kind of funny. So yeah, you guys are computer geeks.
It's like the mom and pop stores, right? When they go bigger, they still got the same logo from back when they started in 1958.
Yeah, they even had one called Egghead Software.
Oh, Egghead was cool too. Yep.
It was Newegg.
Oh,
yeah, that's the place I recommend. The Newegg is good because it's like they have really awesome gaming systems.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. That's what I have on here. That's what I use for buying that. Well, no, it does.
Somebody just bought them, though. Them or Tiger Direct, one of the two. Somebody bought them. I think. I don't know. I thought so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what I got. I can game on it. I don't really game that often. If I do game, something stupid like Fortnite. But
yeah, Fortnite is stupid. Just kidding.
I'm just being that boy. He be ready.
No, that's okay.
It's like that's what I did. I have a gaming PC to help with managing all the 3D modeling, animation, and manga work I do. Helps with my day job at GlobalCon, so I can work with lots of windows open at once. Yes. Yeah, it's like the older you get, it's not like the amount of shit you accumulate. It's like all the tabs you have open.
The old tabs.
I was like, let me scroll like a million miles. Oh, okay, that's where it is.
How fast you scrolling? Fast, real fast.
But I gotta say, there's sometimes the tabs open. I'm like, which tab is that? Because I want to like stop this. Like I'm like, which tab is open?
So
You don't know where it is because you can't find the address. And you're like, oh no.
Stop the
You just hear
tabs. I
the
want to get
sound and you
off.
have no idea. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Said stop the tabs. I want to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane stopped this crazy thing.
Starting to wish I brought my crow clip.
So the clip studio I have is the Pro. I don't have the Expert or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Yeah,
EX?
I have the EX one.
It never convinced me to get it because I didn't see the only thing that I saw on it that I felt that I could benefit from it and I wasn't really that worried about was being able to see multiple pages at one time.
Yeah.
That's like literally my favorite thing about it. So.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that feature yet, but then I work with one page hits, so it's like I debate about it. But then if I need to send multiple pages at once, I have InDesign to like for layout. That's when I see multiple pages. So I have been debating it.
That goes back into why I canceled all my Photoshop stuff, all the Adobe stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I even got rid of Premiere, and that was my primary video editing program for decades. So
Yeah.
it was all I used it when I worked for GBH. So
I think now, like, I haven't fucked with it, but the Clip Studio Paint actually does have a good animation feature. I just haven't messed with it personally.
I heard it's decent.
Yeah, I mean, there's also Krita, which is a free version, and the drawing is pretty good if you just want to do a very simple thing. Personally, I hate video editing.
Well, that's what I ended up giving Jade. I used to work on a Surface, Surface 7, I think it was, before I upgraded recently, and I gave the Surface to Jaden, my daughter, and that's really what she wants to do is mess around with the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Animation's fun.
There's a good program if she wants to mess around without any investment is Krita.
I think she has. I think she has messed around with it.
Yeah.
I got an old copy of Moho that I use mostly for animation.
Oh,
That's funny. More than 10 makes her anxious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I have an
I
old
have
version
10 million.
of Moho I use as well.
Moho's good. Yeah, I love Moho.
I also use what was the damn it, Cartoon Animator. I've been using a bit too.
Yeah, I heard that was good. Yeah.
I remember people would
That's
use
pretty good.
What's up, Glenn? Glenn says, "Hey, guys and girls."
Hey, Glenn. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Hey, Glenn, what's up?
Oh shit, it's Glenn.
Quick, everybody hide.
How you
Looks
doing,
like I'm
Glenn?
out here in these streets.
We're hiding. And yep, this is for you, Glenn.
What?
Ames lettering guide. Just for Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He'll love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Clip Studio has to come up with something else that I can find beneficial before I decide to spend another $50 to upgrade EX. Then the multiple pages.
Well, at least the sales extend to the standard programs too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I like about it. Like you can buy multiple licenses for cheap and put it on your things. The thing is, I picked a Surface because it was like on the barest thing, a tablet, but a laptop, so I could go and just do whatever the hell I wanted to do. Because the problem is that when you hit iPad or certain tablet levels, it goes to subscription, which is kind of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, that it is.
Glenn says, "Hail Ames."
Don't get.
Yeah, she was. I was gonna say Jade had an iPad. She was using Ibis Paint, I think. What is it
I
called?
know it's
But
Procreate.
she wasn't.
Yeah, everybody's using Procreate, right? It's crazy
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
and
Procreate's pretty good. I've definitely
Yeah.
used it.
I personally haven't used it, so I can't speak for it. But people that I know have used it have spoken highly about it.
I need to get a better
Use it.
nib for my
I
Apple
got it.
pencil.
I used it. I say.
Man, I should make these parts like not so visible because it's fighting against everything else.
Art Club says that, and the upgrade price is cheaper during this time too. But if you don't animate and you don't want the story feature, there's not much else, in my honest opinion. Yeah,
What is the story feature?
No, there really
I
isn't.
think that's the multiple pages that you can kind of see all you're working on.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Mike says I have to find a good video that teaches how to use the Ames guide. Always wanted to know how to use it. Does the internet know how to use the
It's
Ames
not that hard.
Use everything.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, you take out your T-square, you put it on it, you line up the dots to how you kind of want to do things, and you just draw some lines with it. Then you write.
What I like about Clip Studio is the perspective tool. I live for that.
Oh yeah, the perspective tool's handy.
I love
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
I like the resolution it does because in Photoshop you have this issue of pixelation. It doesn't transfer very well. And that's really apparent when Comixology had their stupid ass submission guidelines. Like literally that shit would piss me off. They were saying, you got to do everything in a TIFF, but you got to do it this way and not this type of TIFF. Because if you don't do it in this TIFF, we're going to reject it. It's like, I can't tell the fucking difference, dude.
You got that
Yeah.
right.
And that was
Usually it's just some computer nerd back there that just has this, tabs over spaces type mentality, right? It's just it has to be this way, not because it's better, just because that's how I feel it.
That's
it should be.
that's good. Yeah, that's exactly. That's cool. That's why I think it's got to be.
Well, that's why I was like going, okay, motherfucker. So you're making this much more annoying as shit right now.
Good for that.
Like, I don't mind subscribing to certain graphical requirements. I get it. And not everybody programs their back end like the same. It's fine. But it's like when you're doing shit and you're not really explaining to me why this TIFF isn't doing it when I'm following your fucking guide, it's very fucking annoying.
Right.
I mean, I see why it fucking died, personally.
But because because the person who you're talking to really doesn't know what they're doing. They're just reading from a script their own damn self.
Yeah, or they're also like a programmer, not an artist. And I'm not talking about aesthetics, but it's like you have to explain this to an artist in a certain way.
Right.
Because it's like we know that it should be this pixel amount, this DPI, and this format, but there's also like little mini sub formats like lossless and things like that. Like you have to be specific, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but just save it as a tip. That is not how you say this.
Just do this, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and then they bitch to you. Oh, it's too pixelated. It's like, oh, fucker, this is at 600. What can I do?
Right.
Art Crump says, "OMG, it's been let's see. It's been a while since I've used one of those. Last time was in college in George Pratt's graphic novel class."
Oh, the Ames guy.
Yeah.
What I will say, what's good about go on.
Well, Glenn said using an Ames guide is as difficult as you let it be.
What I will say this about Clip Studio Paint, what's nice, it takes all the fonts, that system fonts, including the Photoshop fonts.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and it's like the thing is that how Clip Studio works, it's almost like a vector, but it's easy to draw. But then it's like you could save it at whatever resolution or format you want, which is nice.
Yeah, I know I haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do with that program, and I probably never will. So, but just because of technicalities of it. But
it's so fun. It's pretty intuitive though. Once you really start doing stuff with it, you find it's pretty intuitive.
The UI is kind of similar to Photoshop, but I think it's more. It kind of reminds me more of Illustrator. But once you
Yeah.
kind of get past that, you're okay. And you'll have
One
better
thing-
references.
Now, the only thing I don't like about Clip Studio is I hate the gradients. I do not like those damn gradients.
Oh yeah, the gradients are a bitch. It's like,
Pain in
man,
the
I don't know if this is fucking stupid.
They've adjusted it, I believe, in 3. They've
hell
made the
no.
gradients better.
Well, three it is then.
So
I believe it's
we're talking about their
how they
their
handle
gradients?
their gradient system of how they handle gradients. I mean, I like coloring by gradient maps,
Yeah.
and I could do it better in Photoshop, but I didn't want to pay for Photoshop, so I'm kind of like, black and white it is.
Right.
So it's 2160 right now.
What?
Yeah.
I paid more to upgrade later. I should have just waited.
I mean, you could do okay with this, but I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, update pass.
It's like $10 for the year for an upgrade pass. So
I might just buy like a fucking, like, I don't know. Let's see how it works out.
Like I
If not,
can't
I
deal
can
with all
buy
these.
it.
I'm an artist.
God, I hate these stupid candy hearts. Yes, I know I could do like a simple spring clip studio, but I wanted them to look shitty, so that's why.
Looks too
it's all
clean.
good.
Well, the thing is that Demon Bitch is supposed to look crude and shitty. So that's the point of it. It's kind of the antithesis of it not being carefully crafted or made, but yet somehow people really like it that it's crude and shitty. So there you go. I guess.
Well, give the masses what they want.
Well, it adds character, right? I mean, that's like Glenn. I mean, Russ with
Russ.
the traditional inks. Yeah, I know. I'm the traditional thing.
It's been a while.
Our Crow says that's why I just stick to black and white and halftones, but I got to deal with more. I found some
More.
some halftones brushes. I do. I like. I do like craft tone from what is it? True Grit. I like
Oh, yeah,
that.
the True Grit ones are good. I actually found someone who I kind of like a little bit better. It's like Lucas or Ludus or something. He's a YouTuber. I actually attended one of his classes he did. It was very good.
Has
And
halftone
he has a
brushes.
whole, he has halftone
Yeah,
brushes.
yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
I have
very,
him.
very
Yeah.
detailed.
That's what I was thinking of initially.
Oh yeah. Right. I know you're talking about.
I want to get his inking brushes. I got his he gave me his painting brushes for free because I attended the course. So
Oh, that's nice.
they done digital painting.
Yeah, I got to first. I never used them. I got them, but I ain't never used them yet.
Well, I mean, the main things I use is like Kyle's brushes. I just imported them all from Photoshop. So,
I gotta go.
So Russ, now that you've done the Shadow Kingdom, are you and Randy planning on doing another?
Yeah, we can see how it goes. But what we'd really like to do is the two characters, Cull and Brawl, find out about the Shadow Kingdom, which is effectively the race of lizard people moving in the shadows behind governments and kings. So they pick them out in this book, in this original story. But there are no further stories per se in that mold. So we're going to take them on a road trip. Effectively, we're going to have Rule and Cull will go on beyond the end of the book, and in disguise go out into the lands and looking for other connectors, other groups of the lizard people of the Shadow Kingdom, and on the way they get involved in maidens, witches, dragons, all kinds of stuff, all manner of hijinks. And so that's what we plan on doing, a few of those books.
Okay.
And if we're
So-
fortunate, we may even get some guest writers in who some people may know. So yeah.
Ah,
Does
like
his
Charles
name
Dickens
begin
sort
with
of thing.
Lucifer and the other part is Storm?
Oh no. Although
Oh,
that
yeah,
would be
you might-
interesting. That would be interesting.
He would-
But
Go on, I
mate,
apologize.
it's okay. We know a couple of people that have done bits and pieces in the past in the Robert E. Howard universe. So yeah, we'll be
that's what I
getting
say.
that.
It sounds like somebody with Santino.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be pressing that button in the future. So we'll have to do the first one on our own, obviously, because we've got to set the pace. And Randy obviously should be the writer for that. But we're both really keen to see
Absolutely.
who else we could get involved in it. So
Okay, so the Shadow
talk to
Kingdom
my
is based
brother
on a
if
Robert E. Is a Robert E. Howard book story, right?
it's a
Yeah,
public
it's the
domain.
first like story.
Yeah, and Cull is a public domain character now, although we can't use his name on the front. So much like the Blaze Conan books that were the Sumerian, we're doing the same thing, and we're going to be calling it the Atlantean. So
that's pretty sweet.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I could talk to my brother if you're interested. I mean, he is a Howard scholar.
We're definitely going to be tapping you up, yes.
And I mean, he's has published short stories in different places, in like Lore magazine and a few other places.
That would be cool. What we don't want to do, like we wanted to do a magazine, but we just don't think that that's going to sell. So it's going to be like an oversized graphic novel, as in oversized dimension. We may do it in black and white as well, and then we'll have prose in the back. So we want guest people to come in and write some stuff for it. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I do have an Only Death Can Save Us to finish off as well. So I've got the third book in that to get done. But after that, I'll be full on with this. We had a Brazilian publisher approach us as well. They'd like to do it in Portuguese. So that would be that's going to be really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
See here. Doo-doo-doo. You know, I have to admit, the last Demon Bitch that I put up, that was gnarly, to say the least. And it wasn't meant to be really funny, except if you've been through it. But even then, it was more like shocking. And it was funny because people like were just like the most. I kind of like read the internet room at that point, and like everybody was just quiet, like. But it was kind of funny because that's sort of what it should have been.
My homage to slasher movie characters.
Nice.
This is Baghead, my butcher.
Baghead.
Yep,
Oh,
Baghead. He literally has got a
yuck.
paper bag over his head.
Lovely.
Yep, Baghead
Oh,
the butcher. I
thought
also
it-
have the baker and the candlestick maker.
Uh,
Or sometimes, every time I think of bag, I think of bag end for some reason.
Bag end?
Bag end. Well, no, bag end. You know, from Bilbo
Yeah.
Baggins.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Bag end. I don't know if that was a play on Bellend, but there you go.
Nah.
No, that wasn't a planned villain for this one. Just Baghead. So
Oh, damn.
I've been drawing this character since I was probably in junior high.
Oh yeah, no, I meant Tolkien, like Bag End. Like
Oh yeah. No, I know what you meant.
Yeah, I was like, wouldn't that be funny? But then history does not surprise me sometimes.
I know what you mean by drawing character for a long time. I'm 53 now, and I've been drawing this particular character dude since I was 13.
That's cool, dude. So what's your character based on? Because I don't
Well,
think I'm too familiar with
It
it.
used to be a superhero character back in the day. And I got tired. I started reading Octavia Butler, and I got tired of superhero comics. So I turned into a sci-fi comic. Still, you know, the guy's got abilities and stuff like that. But the world just a little bit more political complex. It's, you know, cyberpunk type of thing.
Cool.
There's aliens in there. There's there's a lot of esoteric stuff from, you know, the Atlantean era, the Anunnaki era, all that type of stuff. So,
As a suggestion,
pretty cool.
it's like maybe you should even throw in the Lemurian crystals just to add to all that shit.
oh, they're probably in there.
Oh, okay. Probably thought of that already. I just thought of like,
Oh no! Hey, look, hey, I haven't gone there, but I'll probably run into. I'll probably run into them. I got it. I got everything. Every conspiracy theory in the kitchen sink is in this thing.
yeah, the Lemurian. Yeah,
Huh.
do that. That's
I'm
like
loving that thing.
You know, it's like, man, did I miss a conspiracy theory?
well, in New Age circles, they have this thing called Lemurian crystals, like Lemurian quartz, and it's like, oh, it's based off this ancient civilization. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. You know, I haven't heard anything about it. Like maybe there's like also scientific explanations for Atlantis. I can get that, but
There isn't.
I mean, like there's
Atlantis didn't exist.
there's cities it could have been based on or something, or what they
Well,
think could be Atlantis. But for
it's
Lemuria, it's like this whole
Well,
internet.
it was a concept that Plato developed as basically that harmony can't last forever or perfection can't last forever.
Gotcha.
That is
Yeah,
where it
it's
came from. And it was supposedly off the coast of Turkey.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like there's been some cities where they speculate, so there's more kind of physical, I don't know, evidence, but some sort of like grain of truth in this sea of like mysticism. But with Lemuria, they just said, oh, it's this interdimensional thing where these higher beings are. It's
Yeah.
okay, you know, and like these crystals are so powerful. Like look up at Lemurian crystals and go from there, dude. It might add an interesting take.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not saying you should put certain things. I'm just saying like if you're doing stuff like that, look into Lemurian crystals. Because Atlantis, it's like so 1950s.
Yeah, everybody in their mom again said that. It's just funny
It's
though.
so 4th century Greek. So,
It's like, oh dear.
Look,
then I think it's older than that, but hey, whatever.
I put some Eric Von Däniken in there.
Oh God.
Telling you, man, I'm having fun, man. I'm having a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
gotta love Eric.
Did you put in any of the Frasier mystery stuff?
Eric's great.
There's
What's
also
that now?
The Shaver mysteries. Did you put any of the Shaver mysteries?
No, not yet. I don't think so. But now, since you mentioned it,
Well, I support the Hollow Earth. It's great.
oh yeah, definitely Hollow Earth stuff's in there. Actually, yeah,
The Shaver mysteries.
it's all
Where
crazy.
Darrow come from and stuff like that.
We're getting into some Neil Adams stuff here, huh?
Look, I thought about putting some Cthulhu stuff in there. I'm like, nah, I think it's too much in there now. But
Yeah, there's a lot of Cthulhu stuff out there now.
well, the thing is that also it's a lot of Afrofuturism, right? And the thing is that
Okay.
the a lot of the black religious thought is some of the best science fiction on earth. So I'm like, ooh, I'll use that. Hey, nobody ever seen this coming.
oh god.
Because it's funny because like I tell people if anybody knows anything about like the Scientology mythos and then the Nation of Islam mythos, they're like the same exact mythos.
Oh yeah. Does it involve Yaqub? Somebody was telling
Yeah,
me.
they talk about Yaqub, they talk about the mother plane.
Yeah.
Well,
All that
talking
stuff,
about
man.
I know the Brotherhood was linking up with Dianetics there for a little while.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And the thing is, it's all hilarious, all a scam. But you know, it makes
Yeah,
for good science fiction.
Elijah Muhammad's wife was saying she saw him on a spaceship and all this.
Yeah, the mother plane.
Yeah. I remember
I
seeing
just, yeah,
that.
like I said, it's just I just try to use mythoses that I don't see a lot. Like it may have some underlying Atlantean myths and stuff like that, but beyond that, I'm like, I didn't see anybody use that one. I'm gonna go there.
Well, there's nothing
There
wrong
you
with
go.
doing that. I mean, I change stuff up. Like I have Lovecraftian entities in a lot of my stories, but they're different.
Yeah, Cosmic Core is cool. I
Yeah.
think anyway.
Like they don't have names per se. Like they have titles.
Right.
Like one of them I have is called The Endless Nameless, and I stole it from a Nirvana song.
I knew it. I
Okay,
knew it.
look,
When
hey,
I
look.
heard it, I was like, oh, I know
Look,
that.
dude, we're artists, so at the end of the day, that's what we do.
What was
But
it?
yeah, but I did that, and it deals with my love of black holes and my studying of
Oh, you too,
when I was
huh?
studying them in school, and yeah, well, I studied them in schools, so that was what I wanted my chosen major to be at one point, was when I was trying to focus on things in physics.
Right.
But I basically created my entire mythos around this idea that there's this entity that dwells behind all of them, and it's the Endless Nameless.
Pretty sweet.
Which is what the hidden track on
Yeah, it's on Nevermind. And it's not on every release of Nevermind.
No, I think it was the second one.
Yep.
I'm thinking, like, if you have it without it, that's like kind of a collector's.
Yep, that's the version I have. And it's funny because I was just too lazy to get up to like change my CD, and all of a sudden the songs start playing. I'm like, what the hell
You're
is
like,
this?
what? Where I'm from, they call that a bonus.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the 90s, they really, really like to add those secret songs.
Oh yeah.
Live's Throwing Copper album had one.
Mm-hmm.
I think at Offspring, things like that. Now with CDs, as much as they are CD, when CDs came out, you had to go up to track like 99 to hear it.
Ain't that
something? With Nevermind, you just had to wait for you played it on the CD, and it was like it started like 13 minutes after the last song or something. Like it was in on the last song's track.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
Prince used to slip a lot of stuff in like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's at it again.
Yeah, Prince, talk about revolutionary.
That's
not a pun, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
But it was just a bad one.
Oh yeah, was it horrible? You know,
it was definitely in the realm of dad joke.
You know what? I'll give you that all day. Yes. Dad joke.
Which kind of makes sense given C's well, he's a dad.
He has legitimate dadship. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
What do you got? 3 kids?
No.
Duh.
What?
4.
4. Oh,
4
right.
kids
2 girls, 2
and
boys.
a hamster. Good
That's
God.
right. And a hamster and a cat.
Yeah, they also have a cat.
There's some
Are you
spiders around
mad?
here too.
Also,
2 hamsters.
just
There's
in
2
the
hamsters
spirit of
around.
the South, the cat isn't bred.
Hey, don't knock it. I had an inbred cat for a bit. It was an oops. It's how I got a rag doll for free.
Oh no, this one. See, can I tell the story of Gremlin a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, so Nita told me how he was found. The mom gave birth to him in a mud puddle. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like in a driveway or something.
Yeah, I was like,
damn.
So yeah, like not like inbred, like a little bit, just like this is massively like Whitaker, a soft white underbelly inbred. Like
Oh,
yeah, they
hey,
also had a
my
kid.
soft
Like
white underbelly.
yeah.
What?
Don't you
Kids,
guys?
don't you guys have a TV? We didn't, man. I don't think so.
Oh, it's going, if it's soft white underbelly, it's going down.
Oh yeah, like the Whitakers seem like nice enough people, but it's sort of like they kind of like get together and I guess they don't know about pretty much anything. It's not ignorance; it's just they're kind of when you look at them, you can tell there's a lot of things wrong. That's the thing. It's kind of that bad, and it's kind of sad because they seem like quite sweet people, but
Oh, is
yeah,
that's like who they did the documentary about, right?
yeah. Like
In like
Nina and I were
Kentucky or
talking about it. Yeah,
yeah,
like it's this whole family, and they're like massively fucking inbred, like brother
yes.
sister type shit. Like maybe for a few generations type shit. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Right, it's
god.
been there for a minute.
Yeah. And then they just had a new baby. I'm like, oh shit.
It's real hills have eyes kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But not like they're not mass murdering people or
Yeah, they're just actually nice, harmless creep. They're nice and harmless. It's just that you kind of feel bad for them because they're so massively inbred that it's just they look it kind of thing. It's like
Right.
it's really apparent, you know. This is like a little bit beyond Hofsburg.
Well, definitely, yeah. That's exactly where I was going too. With the Habsburgs, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you have a birth defect named after you, that's kind of a thing where you should probably stop marrying your niece or nephew.
The royals trying to keep all their money in the same place.
Yeah. Too bad there's this pesky thing called genetics.
yeah. When you're poor, it's called incest. When you're rich, it's called royalty.
That's right, exactly.
Well, it's kind of funny because, like, in Korea, like, since we have clans, it's very odd because it's like if you marry in the same clan, depending on what it is, I don't think it's considered incest, but they have, like, I mean, obviously the brother and sister stuff is gross and everything. It's not, it's like that, but it's like there's like these big clans and sub clans and shit.
I like Glenn's comment. Incest is okay as long as you keep it in the family.
That's what they said.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, I'm absolutely loving your wizard hamster.
Oh,
That's pretty
Gandalf.
sweet.
Yeah.
Is it Fandolf or Gandalf?
She calls it Jandolf. That's
Yeah, general. It's a play on the idea of
I
jiffing
love the
gift.
gesturing in there. The cartooning is really cool.
Yeah.
All that's pretty, man.
Keep having to use a regular pink eraser because I have no needed eraser around here for some reason. I don't know what happened to my needed erasers. They always get gummed up. All right, so we're about an hour and 23 minutes in. I figured by the time we sign out and tell everybody where to find us will be about an hour and a half. So,
And this is fun.
oh yeah, absolutely.
This is a ball.
So, Mark, why don't you get started? Tell us where we can find you and everything.
Oh man, you can find me at imaginosworkshop.com and dirtbomb at deviantart.com.
All right, excellent. Christy.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be found at Horror Tour Studios. I'm obviously on your link tree, but I can also be found on YouTube on my channel and your channel, Indie Comics Network. I also have a store on here, as well as my announcements and everything.
Excellent. Russ.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. You can find our book, The Shadow Kingdom, over on funmycomic.com. We're on the front page, so you'll see us there. You can get all my social media links from my webpage, russleach.com. You can also pick up Only Death Can Save Us, currently being published by New Haven. That's Viking Comics, I think they run under. You can get that on Barnes & Noble, all the usual places, Amazon, what have you. and we're going to be serializing it, I think, through Arrow again, and we'll continue the story there as well. So you'll be able to get it in floppies soon as well. Everything over at russleach.com. Yeah.
Have they released the second trade yet, or is it still just the first?
The second trade is the graphic novel is out on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, but we will be serializing both books potentially, and then the third one will be in development this year. And like I say, once the Shadow Kingdom's been and gone, there'll be some special stuff coming out from that, and then we'll be producing the Atlantean moving forward.
All right, cool.
Very cool.
Allison.
Well, you can find me right here at the Indie Comics Network. I try to hang out on the Sunday morning funnies with the guys, and I hopefully be getting back to streaming my own stuff on Arting with the Alley Cat on Fridays at 3, and probably you'll find me here on Sketchy Saturday. Other than that, I have a Patreon you can subscribe to, get access to my exclusive Patreon comic, Prototype Zero, and eventually I'll have a Stray Cat comic coming out. And just a little work in progress stuff, things I'm doing. I draw people's D&D characters for them. And this is my love letter to slasher films and things that I'm working on.
Nice. Cool. Excellent. I'm going to run through these real quick. Mike says, congrats, Russ Leach, on your new book.
Yep, that's right. Thank you very much.
It tells Arcrux I'll catch your next stream. Arcrux says, yeah, I was hoping to stream later today. I'll be inking. So, and of course, you can catch me right here on IndieComicsNetwork.com. Tonight is Art Style Kamikaze with Jaden Lanning, where we'll be looking over what is this, color palette cinema or cinema palette, whatever. We'll be talking about color theory and the aggravating things that color does to you. And that's at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. And check that out. And of course, you have Sunday Funnies with Randy Zimmerman. And some of these folks sometimes show up over there. Hopefully, I might get up early enough to join them. I keep trying to, but those late night streamings really take their toll. And of course, you can always find my other work at landingart.com. That's LANNING art.com. And next Saturday, right here at Sketchy Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Come join us.